Hi, this is Yuzui, and you will be surprised how easy it is to do something very crucial. To perform a failover between two Cumulo storage clusters with Yuzui. This video is for IT professionals, and you will see the effective process from an admin's perspective and also what the users experience. In case you are interested in how to roll out and configure Yuzui, there's another video in our channel that will guide you through that. What we want to achieve here is to minimize the recovery time between planned downtime and a successful failover to a secondary system. Of course, we also want to ensure that everything happens in the correct order, with continuous checks and verifications, while minimizing the workload for the admin. This is what happens in this video. We have two Cumulo clusters running and clients have access to both of them. There is a continuous replication running between them. Then we take Cluster 1 out of service for maintenance and clients quickly reconnect to Cluster 2. Once Cluster 1 is back online, new data created and changed in the meantime will be replicated to Cluster 1. And once that's finished, clients that were working on Cluster 1 at the beginning will reconnect to Cluster 1 and we have the original state again. We are connected with the user interface of two Cumulo clusters we work with. When you are a Cumulo admin already, this looks familiar. For high availability and disaster recovery purposes, these clusters replicate their data between each other continuously. When one cluster fails, the other can do the job. The third tab is Yuzui, from where we will orchestrate everything. And here we have a Mac client working on Cluster 1. In a minute, we will perform a full failover from Q Cluster 1 to Q Cluster 2. We will continue our work on Cluster 2 and fail back afterwards. The failover starts with a click of the red button following the confirmation. The automation is running. And now ready. Our client reconnects to the share it's working on, now on Cluster 2. It creates new data. Now it's time to go back to the original state. We start the failback. The new data is being replicated to Cluster 1 until we are in the state of continuous replication. Clients are still working on Cluster 2. And we decide over the exact point in time when the failback should complete and clients reconnect to their shares. Now on Cluster 1 again. Let's wrap it up. We initiated the failover between two Cumulo clusters with a click. Within a few seconds, clients were able to reconnect to the secondary system, and our demo client did so successfully. The recovery time was just a few seconds. Thanks to continuous replication and the checks performed by Yuzui, we ensured that all data written on Cluster 1 was consistent and available on Cluster 2. We could continue working on Cluster 2 for as long as needed, and once Cluster 1 was available again, we initiated the first step of the failback. Finally, we triggered the second step of the failback at our chosen time, and our demo client reconnected to Cluster 1. This was a quick overview of a planned failover for maintenance or testing purposes. The next video will cover unplanned failovers and how they differ. Thanks for watching.